Today we're going to walk through how to create interactive buttons and pop-ups in Studio, perfect for adding layered experiences to your designs with no code required. Buttons are essential for guiding users through your experience, whether you're linking out to external pages, displaying layered information, or jumping between slides. Buttons keep your content intuitive and interactive. The good news is, they're simple to build and completely customizable in Studio. So to start, I'm going to build a basic button using a shape and a text box. Using the shape tool, I'll add a small rectangle to my canvas. Over in the design panel, I'll change the corner radius. This gives a nice rounded look to my button. I'll swap the color to something that pops a little more on my canvas, but still matches the color palette. Now, I'll use the text tool to add a short label, something like "Learn More." With my text and shape selected, I can hit Align Center and then Align Middle to ensure that my text is perfectly centered in the button. While the shape and text are both selected, I'll group them together. That way they'll move and behave as a single unit across the canvas, and I won't have to remember to select both every time I want to adjust the positioning. Then I'll rename the button group in the Layers panel. Now that the button's ready, let's create a simple pop-up. I'll start by adding a background shape to act as a frame. Then I'll add in a short block of text. Once everything is styled how I want it, I'll group these pop-up elements together, making sure to rename the group in the Layers panel again. And to keep the canvas clean while I continue to work, I'll toggle the group's visibility off in the Layers panel. Next, I'll add a hotspot directly over the button group. With the hotspot selected, I'll go to the Interact tab and create a show interaction targeting the pop-up group I just built. But first, I need to decide on a trigger. If I choose on hover, the pop-up will appear as soon as a user hovers their cursor over the button and disappears when the user moves off the button. This is great for quick tooltips or previews. An on-click trigger is ideal for pop-ups that include more content or contain additional interactions, like a drop-down menu, which is basically just a button within a button. For this example, I'll go with an on-click interaction, with the show action, and my hidden pop-up group as the target. As you can see in the preview, it works just as expected. But now I'm stuck with this pop-up on my screen until I reload the page. We forgot to add a close button to the pop-up. This is a quick fix and a fundamental part of having working pop-ups. Back in Studio, I'll add a small icon from the stock media library to act as a close button. Then, I'll select it, head back to the Interact tab, and add a hide interaction targeting the pop-up group. I'll make sure to hide the pop-up groups that it doesn't show up by default, and then I'll check out the preview window. Now, clicking the button will open the pop-up, and clicking the close icon will hide it. I've also applied a quick fade in and out animation to my pop-up group, so that it looks a little smoother when it's being shown and hidden. And that's how you create buttons and pop-ups in Studio. You can build on this concept with more complex layered designs, image galleries, or embedded forms. Also, if you'd like to learn how to add hover state effects that can be applied to your buttons or exit icons, be sure to check out our video on the fundamentals of object states and using groups as triggers. And as always, if you can imagine it, you can make it in Ceros.